because I know what it means to be discriminated. I was bullied because I had red hair and I had these red, how do you call them?
Freckles.
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 Sorry?
Freckles.
Freckles. Yes, I don't even know the term. Today I feel Qatari. Today I feel Arab. Today I feel African. Today I feel gay. Today I feel disabled. Today I feel a migrant worker.
Wow. Well, there's FIFA President Gianni Infantino talking about different things he's feeling. He feels like so many different groups today. I wrote them down. He feels Qatari, he feels Arab, he feels African, he feels disabled, he feels migrant worker, but most importantly, he feels gay today. Just today.
He thinks he nailed it.
He really does.
He thinks he's like, this is the deepest thing that anyone has ever done. Everyone is going to come out of today thinking that I care. And I think I might have fixed the world by saying, I feel gay today.
Just feeling gay apparently is something that many conservatives think that folks that are gay, that they just feel it from day to day, or maybe they're influenced by other folks to do it. He talked for over an hour. Let's get to a little bit more of what he said, because he, as you said, he feels he nailed it. FIFA President Gianni Infantino's extraordinary tirade against Western critics of the controversial tournament in an explosive hour-long monologue is still making headlines around the world. Human rights groups described this as crass and an insult to migrant workers. I think they might be right about that one. Infantino, the boss of the world soccer's governing body, he looked on glumly as he addressed hundreds of journalists in Doha. On Saturday, he started the news conference with a near hour-long speech during which he accused Western critics of hypocrisy and racism. Interesting. He says, we were taught many lessons from Europeans, from the Western world, referring to criticisms of Qatar's human rights record. What we Europeans have been doing for the last 3,000 years, we should be apologizing for the next 3,000 years before starting to give moral lessons. So wait 3,000 years before we start changing things there because of the 3,000 previous years? Yes, I understand the hypocrisy line he's going with, but the thing is here is, how about we start now? Maybe like the shift can happen now.
If you say you feel gay, well, go try to be gay on the streets of Qatar and try not to get arrested. Like, what's your point?
Go in the street and go, I'm gay, see what happens.
Listen,
I'm feeling gay.
I think it's a miracle that we have sports and that people can put aside everything else that's happening in the world and play a game. But you can't pretend that that's solving all the world's ills, and you can't pretend that this sport is super duper important in the world and that you and the sport are making amazing points when most of the time it's just guys running around going like this.
Like, you're making enemies.
Appreciate that it's a ridiculous activity.
Sport or this particular sport?
This particular sport, all sports, it's fine. Here's the thing: is all of sports is an intentional distraction. Sport and
entertainment.
Sports and war have a lot to do to get with each other. The same way that when you watch like dogs playing, they're kind of fighting. Like it's practice. It's sanctioned, okay, practice. Sports is the only time it's okay to hate someone based on where they were born. It's okay for me to say, I hate you because you're from Detroit, because I like the other team, and I only hate you because you're from Detroit. It's okay, it's fine, it's fun. And the thing about this guy, Gianni Infantino, is that everyone else is doing successfully what he's pretending to do. Like that guy can't pretend that he's got the moral high ground when he gives the games to Qatar and he's talking about giving the Women's World Cup to North Korea, because he thinks he's doing it for money. Those other regimes are doing it for a sense of legitimacy.
100%.
It's wildly transactional and it's not making the world a better place. There's this awesome Real Sports about how essentially, and I know they cover sports, so they're probably gonna say sports solves everything and is responsible for everything, but how Putin was kind of on the outs until he got the Olympics in Russia. And he was able to do a better job of solidifying control over the country he almost lost control of because he put on the Olympic Games in Sochi. And flash forward to him still being in charge and invading Ukraine, and that's why your gas prices are higher. All of these events contribute to major shifts in geopolitics, and to deny that is almost as ridiculous as what this guy's doing, pretending that he's solving problems instead of creating them.
As I've said many times, these types of things, because they're informational based, because so many people are talking, you can hear them and see what they're saying. These types of transactional games that are being put on, as you mentioned with Russia and Putin and everyone, they're harder to hide those reasons behind it. So then that's where the frustration from Gianno here came from, because he now has to answer. Because if you, in case you guys forgot, maybe a week or two ago, he was saying, let's just focus on the soccer or football rather than talk about all this other stuff. Now he's talking about all this other stuff because the pressure is now there. Not sure what can come of it. We'll find that out.